Please. All right. Whoa. Apparently I have two parts. Rename. Alright, so apparently my stream this time got cut into two chunks. That might be a good thing as long as none of my content got missed. Because then you might not have seen some of the breached locations that I was attempting to show you. Right now I'm renaming my things. Code. Ow! 10. Yeah, my left arm is still hurting. The tendon. Psijic. Got a field test it wasn't ready for last night. Or... rank 5 part 2. Control C. I'm gonna rename this one too. It is Control V. Now it's part 3. Oops. Didn't mean to put that. Hey, go away. Wow. Pain in the butt thing it is. Control V. It's 3. Enter. Yes. Shut up, computer. Sometimes it really is just an idiot. Control V. 3. What happens if I click off of it? Oh. This is the new video that I'm making. Now I understand what's going on. I have a new video making right now, and I completely and utterly forgot that it actually shows up in my video files while I am making it. Okay, now that I've discovered it was my ID 10T error that was in fact causing the glitch that I was fighting with, I am going to ride off to the third breach in this zone, while sadly ignoring Razondar, at least for now.
Those frozen faces. I can't go down there. I don't want to end up like them.
And pulling up the dashboard for my new live stream. Roxy, why did you poop on the floor behind my ball again? Honestly, girl, I gave you 2 perfectly good places to poop, and then you chose right behind me. Give me a moment. I'm gonna have to deal with this. There's no way I'm gonna risk rolling back and squish. Oh, nasty. And then you get on your butt from rolling forward. Yeah, exactly. Or dipping my blanket into it. Lovely. Man, that's a foul smell. Now here comes the hard part. Actually getting off without, rolling in it. But I think I can manage that. Well, the good news is that her stool is getting healthier and healthier. I used to have to clean up disgusting diarrhea on the floor every time she went to the bathroom. But now, it's more solid and the poop's getting darker, which is a sign of improving health. I believe, and so does my mom, that she used to be a barn cat when she was just a little baby. And so she never had to learn how to poop inside a box. Then she was inherited by somebody who didn't really understand what that meant. And they got mad at her when she was fumbling like a toddler being potty trained. And they tossed her out of their house. Okay, cat poop crisis averted. No. They do kill us sometimes. What I was spraying, by the way, was an enzymatic cleaner made by ESO, the brand that makes laundry soap too. Since they make the laundry soap that we used to use in our household until we found Mighty Nest and their special egg that uses minerals to soften the water so that the water can be the detergent, we used to use ESO laundry soap. But there have been recent studies that indicate that people using detergents on their skin actually causes damage to their skin. If you think about it, that makes sense. Skin, the cells that make up your skin, contains phospholipid bilayers, which is fats that use phosphorus at the top of them to keep them all together. And those phospholipid bilayers are extremely important to your body, your cells. Without them, your cells get destroyed. All the guts, which are called organelles, get spilt, and the cell is destroyed. So those phospholipid bilayers, as you heard in my explanation, are made out of fat. If you strip the fat from your skin by removing the oil, you also strip those phospholipid bilayers, which is not a good thing to do if you want your skin to continue working for you. There was columbine. That is a beautiful herb, particularly to those who do restoration potions, Restoring stamina, mana. That is an aggressive mammoth. Oh, Maik the Liar! Hello, sir. Maik the Liar.
Why should Maik stay off the grass? He always steps lightly.
Well, that is a Khajiiti trait, if I'm not mistaken. That whole stepping lightly thing. Tower Rocks Fail. Dread Vulain discovered. Okay. Apparently this place is nasty. And not because a cat pooped on it. Seeks better deals. Tamriel Adventurers Guild. Holy crap, that's a Psijic portal. I'm gonna grab that fat loot. I'm gonna run and shoot. I'm gonna grab that fat loot as I run through the forest. Alda Pond. The specialty crafting tower is in this area. A folk tale of a lady dancing through Valenwood. This is the White Strake's Retribution set. If I remember correctly, you find this while looking for Psijic portals in that other spot where I was just up from the rift, and that would be Eastmarch. Eastmarch is what I'm talking about.
Your mother was right. You are entirely out of your element.
Apparently this dude was attempting to grab some magical skill. I'm gonna do this Moonhenge Way Shrine. If I remember correctly, there is a bunch of stuff going on around here. And the breach is on the top of the cliff where the monkeys are. I'm going to talk to Shausa.
Wow, lots of people gathering around this breach.
Shausa?
I'm glad you meet many travelers on the road, Shausa. I meet the simple fact... Oh, look, a sturdy beekeeper's gear. Lots of recovery and, ooh, jewelry enchantment effectiveness. Now that's just cool. Oh yes, and I do need to dismount. Barrow Trench. Antecedents of Dwemer Law. Which means that I'll have to get that Sky Shard later. The Dwemer were figuring out patterns and stuff before they'd made up the law. Aha! Monkeys! Now I'm in the right spot. It still smells just slightly of cat poop, by the way. I'm actually rather glad you don't have smell-o-vision right now. Traveling up this road here will get me to the third zone I need to go to. If I remember correctly, the city I'm about to come into is overrun by aggressive people. But I'll just have to run and die my way through it. Or perhaps not die in the first place. Malabal Tor. The only zone that is higher level than this one is the Reaper's March. Where you see a mixture of both Khajiiti
I don't understand.
and Wood Elven
There's no
architecture.
warning.
All these people are irritated that their area has been taken over by, well, aggressive people.
We need to make a stand here.
Yes, yes you do. But right now I am not the person to help you. I can't actually help this person, can I? No, I can't help them. Durblog Firelight. So it looks like we've got an orcish clan. Oh look, the Outlaws Refuge. I wonder... Nah, that'll just drop me over here. That's rather disappointing. I can't use the Outlaws Refuge to actually get out of town safely. And yes, I am disappointed about that. On top of that big hill, there's a Sky Shard and a, Alien Ruin and a Munda Stone. But I don't need any of those things. What I need to do is eat some port hunting cheese fries, which are delicious. And, well, there's the Elias Ruins Way Shrine. Nope, 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 nope. I am going to focus. Partially because I want to get this done in a timely fashion, and partially because I have to get this done in a timely fashion. Dad told me his poker starts at 4, which means my buttocks had better be off the internet before 4, and it is 2:45 right now. Therefore, I have 1 hour and 15 minutes before I must stop the stream. Oh, would you look at that? Mathilde's last venture. I believe that showing you these crafting shrines is worth your while. Even though you can look this up online, I believe in showing people things, and that would be Vampire's Kiss. The Vampire's Kiss set gives you health recovery, maximum health, healing taken, and healing over time when you kill enemies. Which means that that set is okay. There aren't a lot of classes that really use this. I remember my Nightblade tank, I had this set made for her at one point. The Vampire sets, I made them for her. Back when I was still playing on Mom's account. But I kind of stopped doing that. I'm going to run from these beautiful Sench who are attempting to eat me. They are chaotic hungry, you know. Okay. So, this place...
Lieutenant Aaron could be in luck.
Alright, where am I going? I've got one way up in the middle here, one way down here, and one way up there. Looks like I've got them by this major city, the Bandari Trading Post. One down here by this area, and one up here in the middle of the coast next to Volkwaston. Stranglewatch. Okay. Well, there's a lot of stranglers here. And apparently, some people wanted the Zord dead. Because they told him that these stranglers were friendly here. No, they're not. Ah, that's trouble. I don't feel like dealing with the people at trouble. In case you are wondering, yes, the stranglers are so friendly, they'll just hug you to death after they suck out your blood. Anyway, yeah. Horrivore Pit. That's a delve. Critical charge increased to rank 4. I can almost morph that shit. Sounds good to me. And yes, if you are doing the Psijic Order quests on a lower level character who has not explored the entirety of the known world, you will do a lot of running. So I am showing you the longest possible time you can take on a low level character while occasionally losing your focus. The only way it could possibly take longer is if 1, you intentionally caused it to take longer. 2, you did not have any skills whatsoever for your riding skill. If you literally had no skill points spent in riding, then it would take longer. Let's see if there is... Aha! I see a glimmer of sky shard next to the tree. And the mammoths are your friends here. Now let's see this map. Psijic map of Valenwood. It's out here. And I am almost in the right location. Oh, I remember this. This little horseshoe island. I remember this horseshoe island. I think it has a way shrine, but it may not. I will find out shortly. My memory will shortly be jogged by the fact that I'm going there. I don't want to fall on top of this world boss, and I certainly don't want to die to it. Thankfully, my health regenerates quickly on this character. It looks like I will be able to fjord the river and get to this horseshoe island, in which I can 1, discover the island, 2, discover possibly the dungeon, although I can just port into
More
the
than a
dungeon.
few snakes around this breach, mate. Ugh. Silly little beasts, always waggling along with no arms or legs. I don't have arms or legs either, but you don't see me biting people.
Alrighty then. Alright. I rather like being in two-handed. Two-handed mode. There's the time breach. Number 7 out of 9. On this island off to my right, which would be the east, is
Leave me
Broken
be, you
Coast
cowardly
Province.
bastards. You can't have me or my buried treasure.
The Thief, which is the crit strike one, if I remember correctly. So, if I was rolling around the sea vipers, and such in Malabaltor, I would have discovered this little Mundus stone rather than going to the one I found in, I believe it was Skyrim, but I'm not sure. The thief! I wish that I could turn invisible right now. Actually, I do have a potion that allows me to turn invisible. It's called the Roguish Stealth Drop, and I will take that. That Sea Viper healer left me alone. The fact that I cannot collect this Mundus stone means that I already have it. This is the stone I have on my character. It doesn't allow you to collect the same stone buff twice. That's kind of cool of it, actually. That way you don't go around wasting your time trying to replace a buff that you don't have to replace. Ogrim's Yawn. How about we just avoid that place and try and find a way up? Alright, I don't want to discover that. I want to go there. Doesn't look like I'll be able to go there directly. I'll have to travel around the water for a while. That was my own stupid mistake. Perhaps I will go here to Volquasten. If I can get up to there, I would be able to apply that Sky Shard to my list of growing skill points, but I don't want to. I want to go this way. Go this way and find that second breach in this zone. That is a red Spriggan. Usually the Spriggans I see in green have green energy. Blood Toil Valley. Alright. Zen, the god of vengeance for the wood elves. For the wood elves is what I was about to say, if I hadn't distracted myself. And it looks like I have a waterfall to try and climb. Oh, joy. I just love going the wrong direction. Anyway, Blood Toil Brute. I do not have a qualm with them, but I will collect this Columbine. And don't actually be fooled by my verbalage. In spite of me saying that I have to be off of the internet, that is not an entirely accurate statement. What I really have to do is stop streaming, because Dad's poker game needs the upload speed, as well as the download speed. The place where we live has plenty of download speed, but not a whole lot of upload speed. I am gonna have to figure out how to modify my channel on Twitch so that it contains the information of the other media I use. I, perchance, use YouTube to display these videos that I make online without buffering. And this is the Song of Lamai. Armor, armor, health, and when you take damage while under 30% health, you deal magical damage to the attacker and heal for health. Actually, that would be a pretty good trait for me to have. forgets to hunt Lazumdar, implying that the cat is lazy. Hers and son, Lady Slumber Bear, and there is Treethane's Scratchbelly. I'm guessing that Treethane's Scratchbelly and Lady Slumber Bear are a mated pair, and that the others are potentially their children. It is strange that my health bar is purple.
Might want to hurry, mate. That bony gym collector Molag Ball has his eyes on this breach. Bit of a cat lady, that one, eh? Stuffing his plane full of sad little souls. It's a mess is what it is.
Oh yeah. I would say it is a definite mess. I do not appreciate Molag Ball's mess. Raylis at his campsite.
How did he even get into the ruin?
I think it's on this island. If I remember correctly, and it's entirely possible that I don't, it is on this island. In which case, I will have shown you the location of breach number 2. Well, it is on this island. That is very, very, very lucky for me. I have almost completed my task. And it is almost 3 p.m. I'm going to nip down from the dolmen to another way shrine that I'm about to discover. This timber mammoth is not aggressive. That person is experiencing lag. You can actually see your character running on top of their horse. Particularly, oh, that's the ritual. That buffs your healing. Alright, now it's time for me to Volkwasten up. My time is well Volk wasted. That was a horrible pun. Or maybe it wasn't. Only time will tell. Alright, let's check my character. See if I got bitten by anything. Does not appear that I did. So, I experience great confusion at the fact that my health bar is purple, indicating that I currently have a status effect, which is detrimental to my health. Supplication House. Apparently, this is where they would supplicate not to be killed in the night.
Please, help me! They killed my family! Oh no! Here they come again!
Hello. Poor kitties. Poor kitties. Alright. So I'm having a bit of trouble staying alive. But I'm having no trouble taking out the sedge. And I'm definitely not having trouble getting skill points for my efforts. I've got a regeneration buff, not a butt. Summoner, you are being an idiot, and I'm going to continue going past you. Chancel of Divine Entreaty. Sounds like you lot were entreating some divines. Alien Ruin. Let's see what exactly we're dealing with here. Really? A bunch of sentient leopards who all leashed. Good. Now I don't have to waste time trying to kill them. as I observe the buff of this set. There's the woodworking station. Alessia's Bulwark. That explains the name. Okay. So armor, health, armor. And then when you take damage, you have a 15% chance to reduce the attacker's weapon damage by 13% for 5 seconds. Shout out to the 2 people viewing me right now. I really am glad you are here. Let's see what exactly I'm doing up here. This one I've already done. That was the Horseshoe Island. So I need to go up here. Up by the major city in the area that Abner Tharn takes you to if you do the DLC quest of that place is called Sylvanar. Apparently that's the capital. Oh look, I discovered it. There are a bunch of werewolves here. I'm feeling just a little bit like prey. Come on, let me through. I don't want to die. Let me through. Stop slowing my horse down, you buttheads. Q. Wow. Okay, this is a clusterfuck. I am probably going to die. Yep, I died. Houndsmen, whatever the fuck it's called. Well, honestly, I'm just gonna run across the water. Oh, your soul can swim in water. I just learned something. If you die and then you run across the water in this game, you swim. You don't actually run over the water. In World of Warcraft, you run over the water rather than actually jumping through the water. And I've got 3 Sench standing between me and using this Sky Shard. So I'm just gonna take them out. Q button. I got no choice. I have to hit the Q button. Hey, what part of do the thing did you miss? God, the fucking lag. Yes, I know I have low health. I also have lag. Search the Sench. Use the Sky Shard. Observe that I should not approach the Dolmen, which is currently active. I'm not in combat, you idiot! Ugh. Lag. Sylvanar Vale Dolmen. Hopefully I can run up this hill. Oh, I just got out of combat. Good. Good. Oh, these thunderbugs are non-aggressive. This is the land of things that are usually aggressive, not being aggressive. Let's do leather workers. I don't usually kill animals on my characters. So, my leather-bearing animals are Draconic Power, ability, receive more healing, amount of damage, block. Let's see. Elder Dragon. Health, recovery. Melee attacks, and scaled armor. Well, I can tell you right now that I like warmth. Warmth will be dead useful in the time of PvP. Armor, light armor, medium armor. Germain, soul magic. Alright, let's look at the Fighters Guild, the Mages Guild, the Psijic Order. I'm almost to rank 4 of imbue weapon. I've got all my class skills. I can make food, and I can work wood. I am almost done with this quest. I'm at Wildling Run, and I'm almost done sealing
Reach ahead.
breaches.
That Kellerus is a real stick in the tree, eh? Stick in the dirt? Or something? Look, I can't keep track of all your ridiculous idioms. Doesn't even make any sense.
That would be stick in the mud, sir. And the stick in the mud idiom means that someone is, like, really boring. That their mannerisms are cool and reserved and lacking humor. And that they are very much opposed to risk and mischief. Talk to Josaja. It's done! The quest is done! At 3:09 p.m. I have completed all of the quests involving actually sealing the breaches. I am about to ride into this major city, which has a way shrine in it, which, if you elect to do the quest with Abner Tharn, that would have been in the timeline just before Elsewhere. That is Blackvine Villa, by the way. That quest would have taken you to this major city in Valenwood. So, if you're looking for a discount on your time once you get to rank 5 of the Psijic Order, I would advise you to take the quest from Abner Tharn that takes you to right before the
You'll
Elsewhere.
need more than...
Technically, you could be doing the Elsewhere quests and still you would still be thinking of what on earth you wanted to say next. Do the quest with Abner Tharn. That's what I was trying to say. Is that you would do the Abner Tharn quest to get those 3 points, and then you would nip over to the Psijic Order and do your rank 5. Well, provided that you'd done ranks 1 through 4 first. So, a development worth mentioning on the front of Potty Training Uncapped. She finds it easier to handle boxes that we have that don't have collars on them. Because we have a litter box that's designed to have pellets in it. Originally, it comes with these really super compressed pine pellets that don't degrade at all. They just kind of get saturated with urine and become abjectly disgusting. So we switched them out for yesterday's news, which does degrade, which makes it much nicer to the environment.
Excellent. And by the way, it isn't, but thank you. The scryers are all ready. From what the lore master tells, a new cluster of... It might be
time
worth
reaches.
talking to the lore master.
time breach amid a time for mud and mushrooms. So it sounds like I'm headed back to my own home area. It's kind of good to be able to do that. Waist armor! Ooh, the Griffin's belt. Well, that's just beautiful. Yep, Griffins. A good DPS set, by the way. Alright, Kelleris. What's going on?
Ah, Initiate. What a welcome diversion. I assume Josarja told you that our scryers are well on their way to locating the last 4 fragments of the staff. We have you to thank. Now then, can I help you with something?
Have you made any progress with the staff?
To be perfectly honest, no, we have not. It was my intention to keep the various fragments separate from one another, to seal them away in discreet hidden vaults. The results have been less than satisfactory.
Which means they've all coagulated,
Some
right?
force keeps drawing the fragments back together. Despite my best efforts, they resist any attempt to fully separate them. I have tried safes, vaults, warding cases, but every time, the fragments manage to reunite.
Do you know why?
Not yet, but I will say this. There is an intention to it. Of that, I am certain. Something in these fragments yearns for reunification. To what end? That remains a troubling mystery. But those questions will keep. You have work to do, Initiate.
Yes, it seems I do. Now let's pull out the map and see exactly where. Ah, yes. 4 in Shadowfen and 5 in Dishan. It sounds like I'll be taking myself back home. I've been to Shadowfen before, and I have some business at the bank. So I'm going to port myself over to Stormhold and drop my crap at the bank. That dude's name is Necrotic Deformity. That is kind of an interesting name. Oh, it itches. My arm itches. So anyways, I was thinking back to the cat box, switching from the pine pellets to the yesterday's news pellets. Still works with our cat box. I just have to make sure that when I change out the pad that catches the urine, I roll up the dust of the spent newspaper pellets into the little mat. That way that doesn't fall into the tray and sully the tray. Once that happens, it's all sealed and done. All I have to do is just refill periodically. Every day I sift the pellets and make sure that the detritus falls to the bottom if there are pellets that have been liquefied, turned into sawdust, basically. And all I have to do, if there is feces, is pull it out. One would think that this stuff would actually be nasty, but it isn't. Frankly, the pellets end up being a great deal cleaner than my other methods of feline waste disposal. I just realized I completely and utterly forgot the consumables to pull out of the bank. In any case, the box is easy to maintain, and it comes with a sort of a collar that is short.
Your riches will be well
that
looked
fits
after.
itself around my, the ginkgo lightning. Oh, yes. definitely want that. Weapon power's a good thing to have. I will eventually need these potions, which are in the bank. Right now I can drink the Timber Mammoth Ale, but I'm gonna leave that behind. Yeah, no, I don't need the crown food now that I have my own food. My own blue food. Blue food. You saw me standing alone. Anyway, that little white collar is what I'm talking about. Even though it's short, about 6 inches in the back, and like it's sort of folded over in the front so that it does not obstruct a cat's entry, but provides a nice little perch if they like to sit on it and do their business. That collar was also making the cat box look like a cat box. And this particular cat happens to be afraid of cat boxes. So we're having to teach her very, very gently and very, very slowly. She went in the cat box last night, which Mom had removed the collar from in the front. Which is why I'm experimenting with doing that in my bedroom here. Because, well, the cat tends to crap on the floor in my bedroom. Anyways, shout out to the person currently watching me right now. You have caught me at the very end of my stream. Because I have ported myself to the next zone, it'll be much faster this time. And if you want to see me on YouTube without the buffering, my channel runs also posted on the YouTube account Silver Sands 13 with the capital S in first of silver and the capital S of Sands, and then the number 13 right after, no spaces. Clean and simple. Thank you very much for your time, and I shall say good evening for today. Thus I stop my stream because the stream takes more internet